But I could go down a list of almost any notable ministry in church history that you and I might recognize. And if you do the research, you're going to find that they all started somewhere where nobody knew one thing about them. The work often begins small. And as you study the scriptures, the Bible is replete with examples of small beginnings. In 1 Samuel 17, we read how David began as the youngest son with the lowliest of farm jobs. He was the keeper of the sheep, and he was overlooked at a time when God was looking and the anointing was about to be poured out upon an individual. He wasn't even brought out into the lineup. He was overlooked and dismissed, not by people who didn't know him, but dismissed and demeaned by his own father and his own family. Yet with just a small sling and a stone, he defeated Goliath, because sometimes God needs to get a message out that he uses insignificance to achieve great victories. It is often the blowhards and the boasters and the pat me on the backers whom God overlooks, even though they're trying to convince you as to how big they are. But oftentimes God goes looking behind the barn, out in the field where nobody else is looking, to lay his hand upon somebody that even in war doesn't use the right artillery. He didn't say, I'll use a sword and a shield and a spear. Rather, when the king said, take mine personally to fight Goliath, David said, I can't do it. I'm not a sword, shield, and spear guy. I have this little thing in my pocket called a sling. Just a couple of feet of leather and a little pouch for a stone. And that's what I'm good at.